Hello and welcome back to Redstone Tutorial Map. I've been looking at this thing a bit. You'll recall in the first episode we did a few things. I looked at trap chests. We've got this thing, the tripwire, got a 40 chest limit. Daylight and nighttime sensor and various different pressure plates as well. And 1.5 second on this. And this was interesting as well because you sort of saw how once the signal actually goes into a repeater, it's just interesting how the signal, once it stops, so it's coming for 1.5 seconds, a constant signal, and then it stops, and then once it stops, it's like it becomes almost like a creature really, in that. Well, I don't know. It's hard to explain. The signal starts to taper off though from the back. I don't know. You can see it stops propagating. I guess it's probably the right way to say it. Now this doesn't do anything, but the other way around would. What this is saying, right, is that downward motion is not doing anything useful. So, for instance, in this situation. Doesn't do anything, but this does. And that's because the downward motion is not the same as the upward motion, but the horizontal and the upward vertical is all the same. Yeah. And what else is there? There is a thing with this, but I can't remember what it is. That if you put this, it will give a different signal depending on that. They take one tick to change states and therefore will ignore one tick pulses. So this is pretty useful. I guess it means you can put a pulse through something, and I don't really know the implications of this, to be honest. But yeah, they take one tick to change state. So I think everything that happens in that tick is ignored basically. If something goes through it, if a signal propagates faster through it, I guess it doesn't do anything. I don't know. What the point of it, I don't know. So yeah, then I just looked at the various different ways that things can be powered. This structure, of course. So yeah, you can see we've got some horizontal one here. We can do this as well. So various different ways to power these things. Yeah. And the important situation of this one. This one rather. So that's quite an important one. It doesn't look like that's going to power it, but it does. It's diagonal power like that. Again, it's horizontal power though. I'm not going to get such a good result. I wouldn't have thought on this one. No, I do. So you get quite good results actually. I guess that makes sense. I guess it's not that different from over here. I'm still not sure it's really yeah, it's not downward power though, is it? I guess the really one which I was thinking of is this one, which I don't get. Yeah, so like we've got this block here at like Y1. This dust is in the block space of 0, for instance. So the equivalent to that would be 1 in the block space of 2, which does work. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to show about the upward and downward thing. Yeah, so that's in 0. This is in 2. Yeah. So yeah, this doesn't actually really prove anything. Why that happened, I have no idea. Yeah, that's an interesting one though. Fuck yeah, I guess at this point I'm just going to the map. So we looked at the various different propagating signals here. Yeah. Okay, that one's fine. And we can actually, when you get a structure as high as this, you can actually see the delay. So I'm just trying to think. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 Mississippi. Yeah. So that looks like about. When it says the ticks, I think it means the 0.1 second. And again, we're seeing an interesting display of the upward. This is not going to work on a. So I mean, that's what it is, isn't it? Yep. So again, this is not going to work in the downward direction. We're going across 1 and up 1. So we go in the downward direction. So that would be across 1 and down 1. So we're in that block space, yeah. See, the fundamentally is not the same. You can only do that in this particular case. That's the only way it's allowed. I mean, if we put that there, and this one here. Yeah, you see, it's not even to do with the fact that it's got a block to travel through. Across 1 and up 1, but I guess, like I say, if this is in block space 2, this is block space 1. So really it would be there, wouldn't it? It's funny. Why is that happening? It's not even on. Yeah, it doesn't seem to like that anyway. I think the whole point is supposed to do it more like this. And what was the last one? They can be used to put upward. Oh, okay. So this is a way to actually send the power down. Yeah, so sending power down is not necessarily a trivial thing. Let me just put that one there. So the technique we're looking at here is we've got the one here, and then we've got everything here. Is it that? I think it is. Is that really the way to get it down? That must be too much for me. I think I've just done that too high, haven't I? It's only one. It's only. Yeah, it's only one block space down. It's not two. Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, the structure is basically just like that, isn't it? Yeah, and it's based on this one. Yeah, it's based on this, isn't it? In fact, it is just that. Yeah, I think that's the only way. Maybe there's other ways to get the power down, but this is the. I guess this is the main way to do it. Yeah. So it's just. Yeah. One, two, and boom, and boom, right? Yeah. Okay, dokie. What else to say? Was there anything else in this section? Not really. Right, let's move on. Redstone block. It's always on, powers around, can be moved. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. So put a piston on here maybe. I'd want to actually. The problem is I would need to get it there. So what I'd want to do is put this here like this. No, it'd need to go like literally right in here, wouldn't it? Yeah, like there. Like that. Oops. Oh, fuck that up now. And I put the wrong piston there as well. Alright, so there was a thing there. I'm just trying to think. Let me put the right piston there then. I guess with most things you can use stickies. So the redstone block was literally on top of it. Alright. So that's a more interesting thing. Still giving the sideways power. No, it doesn't do it. I was going to see if I could somehow reverse this. So when this was on, this this redstone block would be in the middle. I don't think there's any more way to do that though. You see, the problem is once you break that, it's bringing it back. It's basically in a state of constant on, isn't it? This is 1.5, right? The piston seems to spend quite a while to actually respond. It's weird. Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, that's an interesting thing, isn't it, that? Because you could probably put this on top and do something like that, couldn't you? Wouldn't this do something else? Yeah. You need to have another piston here, though, don't you? Like that. Weird. I guess I shouldn't have put it like that. It seems to be stuck there for some reason. Yeah. Well, I haven't really looked at pistons yet. I guess it's just an intro. It's still the red section, isn't it? Alright, redstone wire. I guess I'll look at this section next time. Thanks for watching.